to night school where shadows creep. Grab your popcorn, don't fall asleep. The doors are open, let the nightmares play. You won't make it out today. Welcome to night school. The doors have reopened.
What's that? I heard like a cat sound. What's in this weird. Whoa. Camp Creek. Huh. How did I get over here? Sabrina, where did you come from?
Holy shit, Tommy, where were you?
I was over there, me and Matt, literally before. Like,
Whoa, hold on. You found Matt?
Well, yeah, he's at Camp Core. We were over there. We were just singing songs and shit and by the campfire. And
Is that what that was?
yeah, I mean, what the hell?
I saw the sign. So hold up. The last time I saw you, you got off the bus to find Matt.
Yeah. Get off the
you
fucking
go to-
bus. Turn around. Bus is gone.
Yeah, it dropped me off like right over there, right see through the woods over there.
Okay.
I just got off the bus. I walked over here and I found the sign. It said Camp Creep, which you know me, like that's my thing.
Yeah.
I've just been chilling here. I saw the sign for Camp Gore. I didn't know. Wait, so did you like come across the lake?
No, honestly, I was trying to get my steps in, so I seen that there was the lake, and it's nighttime right now and whatnot, and I don't exactly have a lantern or anything with me, so I was thinking, do I get on the boat? Do I go around? And then I noticed it's actually not too bad. It only took me like about 2 miles. So, it took a nice little walk here. I told Matt I was going to be back. But then I started to walk, and it wasn't 2 miles, but here's what's weird. I'm looking at my steps, and it's telling me I walked 4,000 steps. Then how did it take me 2 seconds to get here? I took like 4 steps, and here I was. Now I'm looking here. It's telling me 4,000 steps. It's impossible.
Weird.
I know. It's fucking weird.
Dude, I was walking through the woods over there like yesterday, and it was just, it felt weird. Like my skin felt tingly, but like I still wound up back here. So I don't know.
I mean, that's a good thing. At least you're still here. Were you here alone the whole entire time?
No. Actually, Eddie just left. He went to go.
Oh,
see if
Eddie
you guys
was
were
here.
over at, yeah, Eddie was here, and we were having a nice discussion. But we saw a little fire across the lake, and he went to go see if you guys were over there because I had no idea where you guys were.
Yeah, no, we seen the fire and like the floating signs and shit, and it was a little strange. That's why I figured Matt, he's a little wimp, so he didn't want to come over here. So I figured I'm like, I'll just go find out. If anything, we'll grab you guys, bring you guys back to the camp, and here we are now. Hold on a second. All right, can you just scoot over real quick because you got the fire going. It's a little cold, and let me just
jump in here.
just want to sit down real quick because what the hell is going on? So Eddie was here. He's no longer here. Matt's still over there. I think he's still over there.
I hope he still is.
I don't fucking get it.
I gave Eddie my lantern, so at least he won't get lost.
And you had a lantern? We didn't even have a lantern. We had a guitar.
A guitar?
That's it. So we were singing songs, not going to lie. We were singing songs over there. Great time.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a great time. It was definitely awesome. Oh, here we are. Camp Creep.
Crazy.
All right.
Well, welcome to Camp Creep.
All right, I'm here.
You know,
Yeah.
Florida's favorite creep, creeping it up in style over here at Camp
Right.
Creep.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then, it's the movie guy, baby. Tommy James, I'm here. All right. It's your favorite movie therapist. All excited to be here at Camp Creep. This is a great fire. You guys did a great job on your fire.
Hey, thanks. I found out that if you throw random stuff into it, sometimes it changes color.
Yes. Yes, I've seen that in movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never done it before. Can I try?
Absolutely.
All right, what do you got?
Take
What do you got?
that. You see that little VHS over there? That little videotape?
Okay.
Throw it in. It'll turn green.
1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Pretty cool, huh?
That was a skull. It's a little weird.
Don't think about that.
Oh. Well, this is Camp Creep indeed, so definitely here we are, Camp Creep. All right. So what are you guys talking about with the fire? What were you guys doing?
I mean, we were talking about... What? Did you hear that?
Hear what?
You didn't just hear that.
The fire?
It straight up sounded like a dinosaur.
What?
It sounded like a dinosaur.
You
didn't-
telling me there's dinosaurs over here at Camp Creep?
I mean, I haven't seen any.
You're telling me there's dinosaurs over here. So I walked 4,000 steps in 2 seconds, apparently, and you're telling me there's dinosaurs? There's dinosaurs
Whoa,
here.
whoa.
This is fucking dinosaurs.
Whoa. This is Camp Creep. This isn't Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Fucking Jurassic Park.
Fucking love Jurassic Park.
You remember Jurassic Park?
Oh, I love Jurassic Park.
I
remember.
love to remember Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park
I
with the
love
DNA.
Mr. DNA, you know how he say dinosaurs is funny because he goes dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, I remember Mr. DNA. You remember John Hammond?
Oh, I remember John Hammond.
He was Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street.
That's not a miracle.
No, but he fit as a good Santa Claus, though.
What is a miracle, though, is that he just fucking brought those dinosaurs back.
Miracle or science?
Sometimes it can be both.
Apparently. But, you know, here's the one thing. I'm glad that you're hearing dinosaur noises, but I'm also pretty scared because when you bring up something like Jurassic Park, in my opinion, is a masterpiece of a movie.
You know, we use masterpiece very lightly here.
That's a fact.
Because not everything is a masterpiece. But I would also say Jurassic Park is a masterpiece.
Mhm.
As far as, like, my Jurassic Park experience, it almost encompasses who I was as a child. And it's perfect to me. Jurassic Park was my all-time favorite kid movie. Like, I was obsessed with dinosaurs when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, they're my fucking jam, dude.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park was perfect.
Yeah. I love Jurassic Park. I remember as a kid, obviously we know my favorite movie is Jaws, but Jurassic Park is in the top 10 for me. Top 10 favorite movies of all time. I truthfully love that film because it scares you, it scares you, but it's also like the wonders of just cinema and everything they did in this movie, from the acting to the animatronics, because they were actual animatronics,
Hell yeah, dude.
to the music, to the scenery, to the story, was just top notch.
I would dare say iconic, because even to this day, you can get kids who still haven't seen Jurassic Park. They know the theme.
Yes.
They know the logo. They know what
Yes.
the Jeep looks like because people are wrapping their Jeeps to look like the Jurassic Park Jeeps. Like, it's an iconic ass movie.
I want to touch base on the logo real quick. I'm glad you mentioned that because
Yes.
that logo is stupid popular. Like that logo, anywhere you go, people try to rip it off, and you just see it. You're like, that is the Jurassic Park logo. That is one of the most famous logos besides like Nike. And that's just a check mark.
I would say the Jurassic Park logo and the Jaws film poster
Yeah.
are two top tier icons, and the fact that we can even put them on the same pedestal as far as being recognizable is crazy to me. But I agree with it wholeheartedly. That logo is so notable. Even if you took out the word Jurassic Park and you just had the outlines of the colors, like, don't even put the dinosaur on there. Just put the outlines with the colors. Everybody already knows what it is.
Yes.
So cool.
I agree. And the one thing I will say is, this movie came out in 1993.
Represent.
And represent. I was 8.
I was born dead.
Nope, sorry, my bad. I went up. I was 6 when this movie came out, and
I was born.
That's crazy. I remember though. I remember going not to the movie. I didn't see this in the movie theater, but I remember seeing the poster for this, and I thought like, oh my god, it looks so cool. And I love the slogan of the movie. It was an adventure 65 million years in the making.
Hell yeah.
What an amazing tagline. You know, that is so fucking dope. And honestly, they are known for having pretty decent taglines when it comes to the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchise. Like their taglines are pretty good.
I feel like whoever writes for those taglines knew exactly what they were doing, and maybe they have nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. Maybe they don't even have anything to do with the writing or production. They're just like, hey, give us a tagline for this, and they're like, oh, I got you. And it's a banger every time.
It is. It's a banger every time. And like this movie, especially Jurassic Park, has many different lines from the movies that is just iconic that you can use in everyday life.
Oh, yeah.
You know, clever girl. Like you can easily use that in everyday life. You know,
Make clever girl jokes on the daily.
Because they're so easy to use. Life finds a way, which is you could use that in general if somebody's just like, you know, oh, and this fucking, you know, like you could use it if like a girl gets cheated on by a guy. And she's just so upset, and she's just like, this guy was a piece of shit. And one would just look at her, just put your hand on her shoulder and tell her, hey, life finds a way. And she might look at you and think for a second, like, what the fuck does that mean? But if you really think about it, it's pretty much like a karma thing. It's pretty much saying, like, life finds a way.
It's not even saying, because even if we want to break down life finds a way, used in multiple contexts, that could either be really, really good or really, really bad.
Yes.
And in the terms of the movie Jurassic Park, it was really bad.
Yes.
But in the terms of a regrowth and a resurgence of life, it's like saying life finds a way is inspiring. So take that as you will.
Yeah.
In the movie Jurassic Park, OG #1, life finds a way is so inspiring that it creates chaos.
Yes. 1,000%.
It is crazy good.
Crazy.
Just that one line, that one dumb line that Dr. Ian Malcolm says. He's just like, you know what? Life finds a way. And boom. Everyone knows Jeff Goldblum for this fucking role. Everyone knows him from this line.
Yes.
It's stupid good.
It's well delivered, you know, and Jeff Goldblum was Jeff Goldblum at this time. Like, he wasn't Jeff Goldblum, like now Jeff Goldblum, but
No.
he was still known. This was a known actor coming in here.
Hot Jeff Goldblum.
There's a hot Jeff Goldblum. You had fucking Alan Grant, which is Sam Neill, Sam Neill was a fucking big deal. They had a very strong cast with the original Jurassic Park.
It was
They did
so
a very good job.
good. So well casted.
It was so well casted, and I love the fact that, you know, when it comes to Jurassic Park, this is based on a book. Okay, this movie is indeed based on a book, and the book is
Shout
very
out Michael Crichton.
hell yeah. And it's a scientific book. It's a sci-fi horror book in the long run, because what the horror in hell is happening in this book? It is rough when it gets like in the beginning, because I've read it, and I've had it audio read to me too, because it is pretty thick. And we go and we in the scientific part, I'm just like, brr, like, you know, it's very boring, and it's very like, I understand why they're doing it, but it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's a long setup. But when we get into the dinosaurs, then it's like, fuck, this shit is haunting. This shit is legit, and it makes sense for them to be that way. They're not pets.
No,
They're not pets.
not even a little.
No.
They're not attractions. I mean, they're great to attract people, but they are not attractions that we should be involved with. They're not supposed to be these things that we can coexist with. It's there's a reason we didn't in evolution exist with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I mean, if the closest we get to them are chickens at this point, it's like, all right, I'm still a little suspicious of chickens, but you know, they're delicious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like it's a good thing that we're not in the world with dinosaurs, where you got to be afraid to go swimming, and you're already afraid to go swimming because of Jaws. Now you're going to be afraid to go swimming because of the Mosasaurus, or what other fucking monsters are out there like the Spinosaurus, or maybe you want to go hunting for some deer and there comes a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or even worse, a fucking bunch of velociraptors that work in packs. Guess what? You're not outrunning them. Not outrunning them. It ain't going to happen. So
you're the snack now.
You are the food. So that's the one thing I loved about the original Jurassic Park is it put the humans in a situation where it's like, you can't win. You can't win. They could not win.
Since we're also talking about Jurassic World a little bit, I think that's why I appreciate Jurassic Park a little bit more than Jurassic World. Is Jurassic Park is humans are going into their territory that they've created for them. And it's so contained that it's like, there's at least an escape. It's realistic to be able to escape that situation.
Are you talking about Jurassic World?
Well, Jurassic Park at first. It's very contained to where you can escape that situation. Versus Jurassic World, where you can't. You just can't escape it in Jurassic World.
So wait, are we talking about the franchises or are we talking about the park?
I would say the franchise.
Okay, the franchises. Okay, that's all right. That's where I was getting confused. I wasn't sure if we were talking about the difference of the parks. I feel that the park of Jurassic World... We can talk about the difference
of the parks.
Well, yeah. Since you were talking about like escaping and whatnot, I feel Jurassic World, you have a better opportunity of survival than you would Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were
talking
fucked.
about just... Yeah, if we're talking about just the parks in general, in Jurassic Park, the park is the worst place to fucking be.
Not where you want to be.
It's chaos. You're going to die. In Jurassic World, the park that you go to, it's very theme park. They have safety regulations. They have literally people lining up and getting in tickets and going to see it, almost like a Halloween Horror Nights situation. So it's like, oh no, but it's also part museum, and like you get to see the history. So Jurassic World, the park is a lot safer than the Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Park. But the franchises in general, you can't escape any of the dinosaurs in Jurassic World. In Jurassic Park, you can.
Just don't go to the island.
Correct.
That's it.
You don't go to the island, you don't got to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, there's like 8 islands now. They're always coming up with new islands. But it's true. You don't go to the island. You don't deal with the dinosaurs. And you know what's fucked up? I will say though, the Jurassic Park has made me change how I say dinosaur, because I love to I love dinosaurs even when I was a little kid. But now it's dinosaur. Like, I watch AEW, which is a wrestling show, not WWE. It's All Elite Wrestling. And there is a guy on there called Luchasaurus. It is a big, tall, he must be 6'6", 6'7" dude. And he is a dinosaur, which is great. Like, a human, like, all human, but the top, like, from, like, chest up, he's a dinosaur. So every time he comes on screen, which he's not there now because he's hurt, but when he comes on screen, I would always go, "Hey, Christian," and Christian would go, "What?" And I'd have him like he'd be in his room, I'd be like, "Come here." He would come in and he'd go, "What?" And I go, "That's a dinosaur," and that's just. I would just do. We went to a show one time and he came out. I was like, question. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "That dinosaur," and that's all. I go to Universal. I walk in there. I look up and I go, "Dinosaur," and that's how I say it. Mr. DNA has made me change my ways of saying the term dinosaur and calling it a dinosaur.
I mean, it feels fitting. It feels like it feels right.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs feels right. Dinosaur feels very blunt.
Dinosaur. I went to the Museum of Natural History today and I saw a dinosaur. Oh, that's great. But you went to the Museum of Natural History and saw a dinosaur? I'm like, oh, you saw
now
something.
I'm asking questions like, which dinosaurs did you see?
How many dinosaurs did you see? I saw 4 dinosaurs. They must have been big ones. Oh, they were so big.
I saw the 3 outside. Those were tall dinosaurs.
I saw the land dinosaur and the wind dinosaur and the water dinosaur. What's a wind dinosaur? I don't know. They just said that's the window. Oh, it's a wind dinosaur. I got you.
I want to see the fire saws.
Oh, a fire saw. Yeah. It's like Avatar for dinosaurs. That would be really great. Jurassic Park meets Avatar.
We need the Avatar of dinosaurs.
I would fucking love that. It would be terrible, but that's the one thing.
If anybody
too.
wants to make a parody for us, just for Avatar, but superimpose dinosaurs on all of the benders.
Oh my god, that would be pretty great.
I'd watch the fuck out of it.
someone needs to do this. I mean, listen, they made Street Sharks and, all this, like,
Yeah, for
Captain
real.
Planet and all that shit. Like, somebody give me Avatar with dinosaurs, and that'd be...
Oh, but when they talk, they have to sound like the dinosaurs. They can't actually speak words. They have to, like...
So they just sound like dinosaurs?
Yes.
Okay, I think I could deal with that. As long as there's enough... they
You'd be able
obviously
to
have
know what's
speak.
going on with context.
It's like, whoa, that's the fire dinosaur, which would probably be a T-Rex. Let's see T-Rex being a fire dinosaur. That sounds pretty great. But the one thing that's awesome with Jurassic Park is, like, it's the concept that they were able to take of children loving dinosaurs, because that's what it really is. It's the trailer comes out, you're watching it as a child, you're like, whoa, that's a dinosaur. Like me, I could have went to a museum of natural history and seen some dinosaurs, but now there's a movie and it's going to come out and it's going to be insane. I think, let's see, if it came out in 93, I probably watched it in 94. Like, when it first came out in Blockbuster, I probably went, or a video store next to me, I probably went to go and I bought it or rented it, and my dad wanted to watch it, and we ended up watching it. But the being a child and watching that, thinking, wow, this is so cool, because this is how they present the movie, too, of it's like, this is a spectacular thing. This is amazing. Even when John Hammond's introducing it, it's just like, to Ellie and Dr. Grant, he's just like, look at this. This is amazing. This is beautiful.
The
And
beat he takes, too, when he says, welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh,
That beat is
iconic.
so ingrained in me that I'm like, you see the doors open, you hear the theme, and you're just like, this is a spectacle. This is the huge mass spectacle that it is, and it remains that way. It's beautiful.
Yes, and my favorite part is also when the doors first open, when you got Jeff Goldblum's first lines of him saying, "What do you got in there, King Kong? Bro, do you not know?" And it's the moment
so perfect.
The moment they see the Brachiosaurus, like the moment that is such an amazing... That is just acting 101, right? That is just perfection. The way that John Hammond says, welcome, pause, to Jurassic Park. Like, oh, like you can feel it. And the way all of their faces are of just being like, get the fuck out of here. Like, is that a fucking dinosaur? Like, what?
They had some top-notch acting in this, especially with Laura Dern as Ellie Sattler, because the minute, like, Alan Grant turns her head to look at the dinosaurs, and she's just like, her mouth drops open, she removes her sunglasses and stands up from the Jeep. I'm just like, I'd have that same fucking reaction, dude.
Yeah.
I'd probably faint.
And then you get Donald. You get the lawyer whose first thing is, we're going to make a fortune with this place. That's what I love about the cast. Because every person, honestly, in this movie, cast-wise, is great. They're all great. They're all on par. They all make sense. Everybody makes sense. There's always... you got the creator, you got the paleontologist, you got the chaotician, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself now. You have the lawyer, who's all really about the money. You got the kids who... It makes sense why he brought his niece and nephew, or his grandchildren, because he wants to see how kids would react. So he's going to, unfortunately use his own family to do this. But then you have
he deems it safe enough to do that.
He claims it's safe enough to do that.
He deems it.
Yeah,
not anybody that's a safety expert, not anybody that's the lawyer. He deems it himself, saying, no, it's safe enough, I'll bring my grandkids.
Sure.
It's like, oh boy.
You're going to be very disappointed, senor. Then you got the trainer, the security dude. Like, he hates all of this that's going down. He's just making mad money. He's just sitting there with his gun, holding the gun, and just like, I think they should all just be eliminated. Like, just this is wrong. This should not happen. Samuel L. Jackson's character, who again, he's just the tech. He's in there doing what he's got to do to keep everything safe. Then you got Nedry, who's fucking the worst person alive. But that person would exist if this park really was real. There'd be 100%. Somebody doing something like this, and he gets his. So all they put together was just a perfect cast and perfect characters. And my favorite thing is when they're sitting there talking, when they're eating, which I always wondered what they were eating, because it looked really good. And they're eating at the table and they're talking, and everybody is literally telling him, no, this is amazing. This is so great.
Yeah.
This is a bad idea. And then when Donald's like, he's just like, oh, well, we can have like a coupon day or something. And they start laughing. And then John Hammond's like, he goes, I don't believe this. Like, I brought all of you here to back me up. He goes, and the only person that agrees with me is the freaking lawyer.
Yep.
And then Donald's like, thank you. Like, it's the blood-sucking lawyer.
It speaks to the characters, too, because every character is in awe at this, and they're so astounded. They're like, this is an amazing scientific breakthrough. This is crazy. How did you even do this? But all of them still vote no, which is so important for the rest of the franchise and into Jurassic World.
Yes.
That this was a great thing that you did. Shut it down.
Yes.
And nobody fucking learns from this. We see that in Jurassic World as well, where it's just like, they bring back Dr. Ian Malcolm, and it's just like, we need, the volcano's going to explode. We need to shut this down. We need to let them die in that. We can't save them. We have to let them go. This has been going on long enough. Let it go. Everyone's like, nope. Dinosaur Pete is going to show up and be like, nope, we got to save them. We got to make sure that they're safe and we can continue this work. It's like, no, we don't.
Yeah, we don't do that. Like, this
has always been a cautionary tale.
This has to be done this way. The humans and dinosaurs cannot coexist. Like, it doesn't work. I don't give a shit what they do in Dominion and what they fucking do in Rebirth. Like, we cannot coexist. You cannot be in New York City driving to work while a fucking Brachiosaurus is walking past you. It's not going to work. This isn't We're Back, okay? We don't have John Goodman voicing a T-Rex talking about, like, go back to rock, and go back to talk. Like, that's not going to work. So
We're Back. I remember We're Back.
I remember.
We're Back.
I remember We're Back. It was a good. Well, actually, don't they use?
Fuck you for making me remember We're Back.
We're Back was fucking amazing. Okay, John. So you got John Leguizamo and John Goodman. I don't know why John Leguizamo came out. John Goodman.
Think about him.
And Jay Leno. Jay Leno is the voice of the. He's the T-Rex, not the T-Rex,
yeah,
the Triceratops. No, he's the pterodactyl's a girl.
Oh, okay.
And then you have the green one. I'm dweeb. Like,
I swear to God, dude.
What a great fucking movie. But again, you don't have these dinosaurs walking around all nice and singing with you.
You're right.
Like,
a pterodactyl would snatch your plane out the sky.
In a fucking heartbeat. Like, it's not going to work. No one's traveling by air, boat, or land. Like, you're not going anywhere because you're going to die. That was one of my biggest issues, and I will say with the Jurassic World franchise, that they didn't know where they were going. Jurassic World in general, I actually really enjoyed the movie. And what did you feel about Jurassic World? The first movie.
The first Jurassic World, I went into it, low expectations just because I'm like, how can... It's been a bit since, Jurassic Park 3 and then Jurassic World that I was just like, we're doing something new with it. I guess, like, I'll go into it low expectations. I came out of the theater going, that was interesting. I'm not going over the top saying, everybody needs to see it. Oh my God, it's great. And I'm not saying, oh my God, it sucked. Don't go see it. I'm just saying it was an interesting take that I feel could have been better. I was a little disappointed just by the way they took it. I no offense to Bryce Howard, I was very annoyed by the character Claire.
I didn't like her character either.
I was so annoyed by her every step of the way, where she's very numbers, very corporate, and I'm like, that's fine, you could do that, but don't make it the main character, because now I have no connection to the main character. So by the time she experiences any character development, even with these dinosaurs, because Chris Pratt and his fucking baby raptors, I'm just like, it's hard for me to care about her. And let's be real. The big highlight of Jurassic World was seeing Chris Pratt tame some fucking raptors. Because from what we saw in Jurassic Park 3 for me, where the raptors are just running fucking wild, and we're just like, oh, there's no way you can tame a dinosaur. And now he just does? I'm like...
With a hand.
Yeah, just the hand. It's very How to Train Your Dragon of, I put my hand out, calm down.
He does. He puts his hand out and everything just stops.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I love like one of the
It's like
scenes.
he's directing traffic.
That's exactly what he's doing. So he has his hand out and he has the clicker in his hand, right?
Yes.
So in the other hand. So he's got the hand out. Everything stops. And he's like, click, 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 click. And there's one part that I think is really great because you got the 4 dinos, okay? So you got Blue, Echo, Delta, and Charlie. And he's got the hand out and of course he's pointing right at fucking Blue because that's his baby
Blue's the
girl.
main character.
That's because Blue's baby girl, that's my baby girl right there, baby girl. And he's got his hand out and all of a sudden you see him go, hey, I see you, Charlie. And then you see the raptor goes, just backs up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me, there's 4 of you, 1 of him.
They're pack hunters.
You're fucked, dude. One guy in the original said clever girl and ate it. And I loved his character. I was mad when they got him. And did they get him? All they did. Because you saw a head fucking again, pack hunting. He's about to shoot one right from the side and he knew it was done. He knew it was over.
Course.
That's why you get the clever girl. And she jumps on his head. And all we get to watch is a little snake just going by and the other raptor just waiting and just watching. And you're like, that's fucking dope. There's no way Star-Lord's coming in here, putting his fucking hand out, clicking a couple of things, and he tames raptors. However, I will debate actually on what you said do you believe that is the best, like the badass part of it is that he tames raptors? Because I would say the badass part of it.
Not the badass part.
No, that's not the badass part.
It was the highlight of the movie for me for me to go see it, not actually in the movie.
I would say the most badass part and the highlight of the movie was him on a motorcycle with the raptors. That shit's badass. Like, that should have been the Velocicoaster.
That should have been the whole fucking trailer.
Yes, just him on the motorcycle. Boom!
You see him with the clicker in the trailer, like taming the dinosaurs, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go see somebody go tame some fucking dinosaurs. Seeing him on the motorcycle, running with the pack, like as the pack of Velociraptors is running with him on the motorcycle, I'm like, that's just fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that is an action movie and a half.
Yeah.
It stopped being a horror film for 3 seconds, and you just see this, and it's like, honestly, Jurassic World had some highlights. As the whole franchise goes on, I lose those highlights, and I go, what the fuck am I watching?
I agree. It's a downward spiral from there. I mean, the concept of the mutations of mixing DNAs and whatnot. The Indominus Rex is an amazing character, amazing dinosaur. Fucking loved it. That's why I will say I will not knock the first Jurassic World. I liked it. I thought it made sense to be made. The whole concept and the slogan is the park is open. That is great. I don't like Bryce Dallas Howard in it. Chris Pratt is fine. I don't think he's a great actor, but I think he's fine for what it is.
You could have replaced him with any other actor and just been
I'd have put Gosling in there. I think Gosling would have been fine. I think Ryan Gosling could have fucking nailed it. Or you could have put fucking Hemsworth in it. Hemsworth would have fucking nailed it.
You put any other one of the either the Avengers or Gosling in there, and you'd just be like, "Yep, it's the same movie."
Yeah, you could have put Jeremy Renner in there. Paul Rudd. Put Paul Rudd, my man,
if
Big
you
Paul
put
Rudd.
Paul Rudd in that movie, I'm pretty sure it would have made it better.
I would be
the one-liners.
So for that. Oh my God, Paul Rudd in Jurassic World. Replace him with Chris Pratt. I'm okay with that. I'd be and you can and then take Chris Pratt and put him in Ghostbusters. I'm okay with that. You can do a switch. I'd be perfectly fine. And yeah, I feel the biggest issue too is like let's really talk about how the difference of Jurassic Park the franchise, Jurassic World the franchise. Mm-hmm. So number 1, obviously the best, Jurassic Park.
Hands down.
Number 1, Jurassic World. It is the best out of the franchise.
Yes.
Number 2, The Lost World. Okay, I would actually say The Lost World is not the second best, though it is the only sequel to be directed by Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
I would
agree
say
with that.
I would say number 3 is better.
It falls short, and number 3 picks up the same momentum that number 1 had.
Yes.
Number 2 just kind of falls flat a little bit, and then finally picks back up towards the end, where you're like, okay, now we're getting into more semantics of the park, and it's like we're trying to understand where we're going with this next. But I still agree with that. It just kind of falls short enough to where I'm just like, it isn't the strongest.
Yes, after rewatching too, I noticed one thing. I love the character of Ian Malcolm, and I love Jeff Goldblum, but his character isn't a one movie guy. Like his character isn't a main. He's not the guy. He's not the main. He's always a main character, but he's not the main character. The story should not focus on him. He is a good side character with the witty lines and the intelligence and how he gives, his Jeff Goldblumism. So, but Dr. Grant is a main guy. He is a main focus. And that's why even in the original Jurassic Park, Ian Malcolm is focused for a bit. Otherwise, he's just laying there half the time being sexy. He's just being old sexy Jeff Goldblum. But that's it. And we focus with Alan Grant. So when you get to number 3, you trust Alan Grant. Now going back to the island, you can trust him. Because, even though he's waking up and seeing Raptors say is Alan, which is fucking weird. But you can trust him, though. Because that's why the problem with number 2 was when now we're going in there with fucking, Julianne Moore's already there. Now here comes Ian Malcolm. Vince Vaughn's behind the camera. I don't trust these guys. Ian Malcolm did nothing. Yeah, you changed the dynamic. What did Ian Malcolm really accomplish in the first movie that would make you as an audience member be like, we need to continue the story with him? No, he's just chaos.
Because of the way people responded to him in the first movie, because in the first movie, his character is great. He's meant to be there. He holds that specific chaos theory element that we're just like, we need more information from him.
Yeah.
Having more information from him doesn't necessarily mean we need him as the main character. I like the way you put it, where he is not the main guy. He was never supposed to be the main guy. He is the opposite dynamic of the main guy.
Yes.
And that is the role he's meant to play. That's why his character worked so well in the first one. So getting more of him in the second one was like a huge mistake. He could still be there.
Yes.
But he should not be the main guy.
The main
guy should always be rooting for the Grant element. Alan Grant is the perfect main guy just because of his demeanor, the way he is, and the way he's seeing this of we got to shut this shit down, but we're all going to get home. Where Ian Malcolm is like, we're all just going to fucking die, dude.
Yes.
It doesn't work as a main character energy for your main character to be like, well, we're all just going to die. Just get,
Plus, he doesn't have background on dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about dinosaurs. Why is he going to the island and being like,
right.
You guys got to watch out for these velociraptors. They're really tough. How would you know? They didn't attack you.
I feel like at that point, he just watched the camera footage and he was just like, I saw what they're capable of. It's like, so tell me how to defeat them.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
No.
He saw the first movie. That's what happened. He watched the first movie and he thought to himself, not only do I look great with my shirt unbuttoned and sometimes off, I can now go to an island filled with dinosaurs that, by the way, I don't understand about them like that. I know shit about dinosaurs.
I'm a chaos statistician.
But
I know about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm a chaos statistician. That's why I say number 3 was stronger, because that was also very much of a horror movie. It was definitely filmed kind of like a made-for-TV kind of wax movie, but I went to the theater to see it. I remember going to the theater to see it too. But the Spinosaurus was no fucking joke. That shit was fucking real. When they're all getting ready to try to get off the island and they hear the phone going off and then they turn around and technically all dinosaurs are she, but they can turn into he. When they turn around and it's just fucking staring at them and you're like, oh my God, you're so fucked.
And you know what I thought in that moment? Clever girl.
Yeah, right. That's right. Somebody should have said it. Somebody should have been like, clever girl. Fuck.
You just hear it ringing in their ears.
That's what's awesome. It's like you hear the ringing and they're like, wait, because it's Ellie calling the phone. And you're like, wait, where's the phone? And you turn around and the fucking dinosaur is, because it ate it, is just staring at them like, where? I wanted the moment of the Seth MacFarlane to be like, hey, what you doing over there? I'm going to eat you. I'm going to eat them hairy legs. Ooh, I can see up them shorts.
I shouldn't eat that big one. I just had a large lunch.
I just had a big lunch.
I'm going to eat you.
It's okay. I've been swimming a lot. I'm going to eat you anyway. And which is funny because it's a parody of Jaws. Yeah, I've been stomping a lot and swimming because, as we know, Spinosaurus can also swim.
I haven't get my steps in.
I got my steps in. I got 4,000 steps in, even though it took me 2 seconds. Yeah, I think I'll eat you anyway. Like, give me that. That was so amazing. And I remember when I first walked out of Jurassic Park 3, I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. But I'm also a kid, really, at that point, with my brain not really paying attention of how I watch movies, comparing it to the fucking first one. Like, dude, that's not going to happen.
Right.
You know, that's like comparing Deep Blue Sea to Jaws. Like, what are you comparing? There's nothing to compare. You're stupid. You're comparing Jaws 3D to number 1. Why?
The only comparison is, same franchise.
This is a shark. You want to know what's
the rest is...
Yes, in Jurassic Park. What is the comparisons to Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic Park 3? 2 things. Number 1, there's fucking dinosaurs, and number 2, Alan Grant's in it. There you go. That's about the fucking thing you only can compare. Otherwise, this idiot is falling asleep, waking up, and seeing a raptor go, Alan. That doesn't fucking work. But it's better than The Lost World. Now, jumping into Jurassic World.
Yeesh.
If I'm not mistaken, you have not seen Dominion.
I have not.
And you haven't seen Rebirth either?
No. For good reason.
Okay, so what did you think of the second one?
Fallen Kingdom?
Yeah. Terrible.
I don't like, and I mentioned this earlier, where I don't like the element where humans get too involved. And I don't mean that in human-dinosaur interaction ways. I mean that as in, we're now mixing dinosaur and human DNA and doing all this weird scientific experiment alongside, so it splits into different stories that I fucking can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're telling me the story about Jurassic World, if you're telling me this is the story, there's so much story there, you don't need to involve another human character with another human story into it. It gets overwhelming and it gets really, really messy. It's like when you're trying to blend 2 colors that don't mix, like green and orange, and you get this weird muddled brown where you're like, that's not what we wanted for the outcome.
Sure.
And then be surprised when I go, yeah, what? Can you fucking explain to me what we're doing here now? I just wanted to see the green part, and then you threw the orange in there. And now I'm looking at 3 different fucking muddled colors that I don't know if I want any of them at this point.
That's a good way to put it. Mixture of colors I don't want. Which is funny. Yeah. As you said, green and orange, I look at this little chart that is currently on the wall, and right next to it there's a green, and right next to it is indeed orange. Mm-hmm. Now I see brown.
Yep. It's just colors that you
brown.
Love separated, but together you're like, why is this happening?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I feel that, I think you're right. I think this whole, when the clone, the girl, like...
That's a whole other story in itself.
Yeah,
if you want a story, if you want a sci-fi clone story, cool, make
another
that.
movie. Make another
It'll
movie.
happen. But putting it in a Jurassic Park movie, putting it in a Jurassic World movie, huge mistake. We have so much going on with the dinosaurs and people interacting with each other in general, and people still trying to steal dinosaur DNA, and like the whole story with Blue and the clone. It's like, what the fuck are we going on about here?
It's a mistake. It shows that the writers, well, actually, let's be honest for a second. So I seen Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, Jurassic World Rebirth, they had the original writer from the first movie come back. And I will say that I believe that the writing of this movie was garbage. I believe the story was shit. I believe the dialogue was shit. So all that was just, it didn't work for me. And I started to think for a second, and then I realized something. Number 1 and number 2 are books.
Yes.
And now we have learned very, very quickly that when you don't have a book, something to go off of,
source material.
Source material. Perfect way to put it. That's the correct way to actually say it. Source material. Writing in Hollywood sucks. You have nothing that you can do. They are not good at writing because they cannot come up with anything. They have no imagination. So they go off of these books that have already has story. Look, and the perfect example is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was a hot ass show. I didn't watch it, but obviously I know the people in the world. Okay, perfect. So then you would understand it. Yes. It was fire. Bang, 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 bang. Until they got to the part where there's no more books. and they couldn't
ran out of
fucking,
source material.
They ran out of source
And
material.
Ad-libbed.
And fucking went for it. Those directors of Game of Thrones lost Star Wars because of that. Where Disney looked over and goes, "Oh, so you can't actually write. You can't
You're just
actually
really
direct."
good at interpreting source material.
Exactly, and that's what happened here with the continuation of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. Jurassic World in general, you have a good story.
Yes.
It's perfect. Open the park. Great. We're going to mix DNA of two dinosaurs. Fucking awesome, because that makes sense. Humans would do that.
Oh, yeah.
I always say it.
Ruthless.
Realism plays a factor in movies, and you need to have some sort of, it's tiny. It's got to be some sort of realism, especially in your characters. Humans would do that. Dr. Wu's the one doing it. I don't know why he's the bad guy. He didn't really give the gifs in the first one that he was a villain, but whatever. Let's go with it anyway. Cool.
I mean, you either succeed as a hero or live long enough to see yourself become
as
the
the
villain. So
Sure.
Dr. Wu became the villain.
Dr. Wu, sort of, I guess, at Dominion, then they let him roll free. He's the one that created the locusts, and fuck that guy. Anyway, you had something there.
Again, a third story in there with the fucking locusts. Let's be real.
They really dropped the ball on Dominion and tried to come back with Rebirth, which they did. It's going to make $1 billion. Jurassic World is a franchise that makes money.
Oh, wildly successful.
Yes.
I won't argue that. Wildly successful.
Nothing to
I will
touch.
argue in my own opinion that it's shit.
I could agree to that. I believe that you have greatness, you have a masterpiece. Meh. I get it. And then, Jurassic World comes, you're like, this is a fun, that is a summer blockbuster. That is a fun movie. The movie is meant to be watched with some popcorn on an IMAX screen with a great sound system and just enjoy yourself. From there on, it is absolute garbage. Even with Rebirth, this is supposed to be a summer blockbuster type of movie. They have opportunities there. They have terrible characters, stupid decisions, and we want the dinosaur. And then the D-Rex shows up, and it looks like a xenomorph had sex with a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you're just like, who wrote this? The guy that originally wrote Jurassic Park. Bullshit.
That's fucking why I draw
Bullshit.
the line, too. So I understand mutating dinosaurs. That, human nature. We're going to fuck with shit whether we're told
Yes.
we should or shouldn't.
Yes.
The minute we get into territory where it no longer looks like a dinosaur and we're getting into mutant dinosaurs that are very alien-esque, haven't seen it on screen, have only seen the pictures. And seeing that picture made me not want to see it even more.
You should see the toys.
Because at that point, I would rather go see another Alien movie. I would rather watch, Alien World and get my fix. I'm not looking forward to seeing Rebirth. And honestly, I'll probably put it off the same way I have Dominion, which is to say I still haven't fucking seen it.
I will tell you this.
It's a lot.
And it's a spoil, but it's not a big deal. Do you know, I'm sure you've heard, do you
Muffin
know, no, well, do you know the Muffin Man?
He lives on Drury Lane.
Okay, good. So you do know the right Muffin Man, because there's another Muffin Man. You don't want to know that one. The one on Drury Lane, great guy.
No.
Fantastic. It has
don't know the
gumdrops
other
and
one.
everything. Fantastic guy. I remember him. But do you know how the facility in which they created the D-Rex, you know how it gets shut down? Like, what happens to allow these mutated dinosaurs to be let loose?
No.
Oh, my God. Okay. It's a
Please
spoil.
tell me. I'd love
It's
to
a
hear
spoil, but it's not like it's the big. It only happens once, so it's not going to play a
Spoilers
factor.
for anyone who hasn't seen it. I don't give two shits about spoilers when it comes to movies like this, so just give me a spoiler.
So it's a Snickers wrapper.
What?
So this high security dinosaurs and shit. This is 17 years ago, or technically the Rebirth takes place in 2027. So it takes place in 2010. Okay, so there's a high facility with fucking mutated dinosaurs that look like the size of King Kong, and everyone's in white suits, like those hazmat suits. You gotta fucking hit the button and get sprayed before you enter. You sneeze and they fucking throw you away, that kind of shit. Okay, and a guy is eating a Snickers, and he finishes the Snickers, and just throws it on the floor. And it goes into the vent, which then triggers the alarm, which will then shut down the entire the system. It shuts down the the facility, and all the doors then begin to lock. And unfortunately, Mr. Snickers Man is stuck inside with the D-Rex. So yes, it all was. That's a good commercial. Because you'd be hungry, why wait?
I was going to say, I mean, can you blame him? You're not you when you're hungry.
That's the problem, and I guess we can change it.
And the D-Rex probably saw him as a Snickers bar, too.
The D-Rex looked at him and was like, hungry, why wait? This is the moment where you say, hungry, you should wait, because honestly, if he would have waited, he would have lived. He would have gotten some chocolate on his fucking suit, probably had gotten in trouble, possibly would have got fired, but he still would have had a life, and instead of getting eaten by the D-Rex. And I hate that dinosaur. There's also another one, like as a raptor mutated into I hate it. I dislike the movie so much in a sense of that I just think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's a shit movie. I think it's a bad movie. But you can still have fun in it because that's what that kind of movie is. It's one of those movies that you can still have a good time. Plus Scargo, she was, I don't know, sometimes I question if she can act or not. Maybe she just didn't care.
I feel like it depends on the writing for her. If she really gets into what she's reading, she's great. When she doesn't, she doesn't.
She said that she was so excited. I watched the interview. She said she was so excited to be a part of the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise. Well, apparently she wasn't because she didn't show it. She's a mercenary. She's like 5'1", and she did nothing.
What's wrong with that?
It's not about her size. It's about that she didn't do anything. Sonya Blade does more than she does. Sonya Blade is a more badass than this mercenary of Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow is more badass than this Scarlett Johansson. I don't trust her with dinosaurs.
I mean, I don't trust anyone with dinosaurs, honestly.
I would trust Chris Pratt, though, because apparently his hand goes up and dinosaurs, they listen.
He's good with raptors, but I don't trust him with dinosaurs. You put him with the D-Rex? You think he's going to live with the clicker?
I think he would.
I don't think he
I think he'd put his hand up and be perfectly fine. I think he's got a magic hand.
Very, very How to Train Your Dragon.
It is very How to Train Your Dragon. But hands down, I mean, when you compare Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park will always be supreme. The franchise itself will still be supreme to Jurassic World. But I will say that I won't hate on Jurassic World because the first one was meant to be that summer blockbuster, good time, and it was. It was a good time at the movies, and they succeeded. They shit the bed to go through it.
I'll agree with that. I won't hate on Jurassic World too much. The first one. It's meant to, bring back the hype of Jurassic Park, and I can respect it for what it is. The more that franchise goes on, it just makes me angry. And I need you to know that even when you Google the D-Rex for Jurassic World Rebirth, somebody had photoshopped Timberlands on him, like the boots. And honestly, I feel like that's just fitting. That's how I feel right now. Give him a snapback in the Timberlands. I love the internet sometimes.
My God, I hate it. I hate it. It's just someone wrote this fucking character.
Fucking stupid.
Somebody wrote this. They wrote that, and now the world is taking advantage of it. It is an embarrassment. The D-Rex and these creatures that were made are like the freaks at a circus. That's what they technically are. They're freaks at circuses, and it is so stupid, and it's just dumb, and it's just disappointing that the franchise took a turn to create stupid instead of being like, again, Dominus Rex, badass fucking dinosaur. That shit is badass. And fucking what was it? It was a T-Rex and a raptor. It was able to talk to the raptors because it started actually speaking like a raptor.
Yeah.
Which was fucking awesome because you're watching it in the movies and it starts to do the raptor sound and the raptors turn, you go, oh no. Like even Chris Pratt says it, like he's like, oh shit. And like as the audience member, even you're going, oh fuck, like the fucking thing made them turn around and go, oh fuck yeah, we're with this bitch. Like,
And it's
oh
all
no.
because the types of DNA that they use.
Yeah, so it
like
bit them in the
a
ass.
crow DNA can mimic, human voices. So it's just like, oh, it can mimic other voices, or like even just the frog DNA from the first movie, where it's like amphibians, when they're put in a tank with all other like female coded amphibians, they're going to switch so they can continue their population. Like it all comes down to the DNA that they use, and they didn't think about any of this
No.
when they're just like, oh yeah, we fuck with shit.
They
just
made
fuck
it have
with it.
camo. They made it camouflage. Like that
Why
shit's-
would you do
That
that?
shit's badass. Like that was fucking. That's one thing about the Jurassic World, the first one, is that is a badass
Yeah.
dinosaur. They did a phenomenal job with it. It's scary. Claire says it. They wanted more teeth, and they got more teeth. They wanted more scary. They got more scary. Yes, that's a scary fucking thing. That
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is fucking huge, and it's like the gray, the teeth coming out, the way it was. They did a phenomenal job with Jurassic World. I will not, again, like we said, I'm not going to knock it because it's a good time at the movies. Otherwise, the fucking franchise is trash. But
Agreed.
nothing will ever come close to Jurassic Park. It doesn't matter. That's just, again, we said it in the beginning. It's a masterpiece, and nothing can touch it. It never will be touched.
It can't be. But yeah, wholeheartedly agree with you there, Tommy. It's just, Jurassic Park is such a great time. Jurassic World, first one can be a great time. It has the potential to be a great time. I can't fucking stand that we have all these dinosaurs that we could pull from, every single dinosaur in an encyclopedia that we can just fucking pull from in Jurassic World, and instead we'll just mutate them.
Yep.
We're not even anywhere near that point, yet
Yep.
here we are at that point. Humans suck in that movie. I digress. Love Jurassic Park. I don't know what else to fucking say about it. I'm just really disappointed with Jurassic World.
Yeah, no, I understand too. I think, this fire seems to be going down a little bit.
I should probably walk off and get some more wood for it. I was slacking, but
All right, well then, I'll wait here because, I'll wait.
Yeah.
You get the wood. Last time I got up,
chill here.
I will wait here, and we'll go from there because
Yeah.
That was fucking 4,000 steps, 2 seconds. Not sure how that happened, but again, I will stay here.
Yeah, it seems whenever I walk in the woods, I'm always able to come back to this spot. So it kind of reminds me of like a Skyrim thing where it's like this is my home fire. So like,
Oh, that's perfect.
I'll go get wood. You just chill here.
Okay, I will chill here.
Be back.
Okay, all right. Here and I'll wait.
Fucking hear that again?